Oh, what a jerk. He was just chilling. And now he's not chilling. Are you allergic to poison ivy?
It's not great. I've actually it's only affected me twice, but when it did, especially the first time, I kind of freaked out because I didn't know what it was. I ended up burning the mattress because I thought I had bed bugs. And
oh yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are down here on the river looking for something big and ugly. You know, nothing out of the norm, but we're fishing a little creek mouth. And hopefully something big shows up here before too long. So let's go. All right, real talk. Creek mouths can be good like anytime. Like when the water's high, they're good. When the water's low, they can still be good. Just depends on the type of creek mouth and where you're at. But all figuring that out, I could explain it to you. But honestly, experience talks a lot more than me, and I talk a lot. But we'll see how this one goes. I feel good about it. I've only fished it a handful of times when it's low and it hasn't been good, but I haven't gave up on it yet. And I'm gonna give it all night. Put one here, one there. I think I'm gonna put one off the end of it too. I gotta re-rig all of them, but they're all gonna be close. It's all right though. This will be entertaining at 3 in the morning. We'll see how she shakes out though. Hey, self-awareness is a really important attribute, I've heard. I'm aware I need to change out all these rigs. I'm not here to fish for channel cats. Nothing wrong with a channel cat. Would have taken several of them earlier today, but I'm over it now. Are you gonna use a bullhead or a bullhead?
Probably a bullhead.
I think there's a green sunfish in there somewhere, maybe even 2 of them. Might even leave a 1.5 ounce egg sinker on one of them. Just let them roll around.
Roll.
Yep. The annoying part of us all having the same reels is that they all sound the same.
That's why it goes.
Good point. You and your dang good ideas, Ryan. Jeez. That's why Ryan catches all the fish. He's like 2 steps ahead of me. I'm almost half rigged up. It's exciting. Exciting news. We have a beaver just cruising for a bruising. Doing beaver stuff, but that's a good sign because where there's beavers, there's flatheads. Beaver, do you care to tell me why there's flatheads where you're at? It's tight-lipped. What a butthead. I just don't feel like the flatheads have been moving around as much lately. I think there's fish to be caught, you know, don't get me wrong. Just doesn't feel quite as good. We get some baits in the water, get cleaned up and relax. Soak up the finer pleasures of life. All right, speaking of the finer pleasures, I have a little bit of a special guest. So in this blue tub, his name's Tater. He was class pet, and I told the kids in class that you can name him, but don't get attached, because old Tater came out of a bait tank, and he's gonna go back in one. And hopefully Tater doesn't last long. I don't know why his tail's all messed up. He's been in his own little tank. Interesting. Tater is in the zone for sure. It's not very deep, but nothing's very deep right now. Except fishing trips with us, that's pretty deep usually.
Not philosophical.
No. It's about as prime as you get right there. 8-inch bullhead. Long leader with a float on it. He's gonna be pulling clicker off for the next 2 hours. Yeah, I hear you. It's probably gonna be a matter of multiple times. Hopefully having the softer rod keeps him from pulling the clicker off quite as much. Do you have any sunfish out?
No.
I'll put one out. One in here somewheres.
I saw a couple of them.
There's 1 good one in here. And that's not a good one. I swear there's Maybe my idea of a decent one's different than my current perception. Guess it is what it is. Channel cat coming on up. We got her covered.
No? That was just him, wasn't it?
I don't know. No, he got chewed up pretty good. He's still kicking. The bugs liked it.
Yeah.
Big cast.
Oh, yeah.
Into the bug tornado. Oh, buddy. Is he all right?
No.
Really?
I don't think he's that big.
That pulls boat up. Duh! Get out of the way, bugs. No, but he is the right one. Oh, he's right there.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
It counts as half. Right?
I give it a half. Oh my gosh, the bugs are amazing. Just for the record, anybody watching this video, the bugs only show up when the lights turn on.
I don't know how that happened.
Nope, I turned the light down. They're still here. Oh, don't tell me you dropped it. That's stupid. She all right? Well, I got him. Oh, he's excited. He ain't bad. I'm getting the best part. Oh, what a jerk. He was just chilling. And now he's not chilling. All right, back over here. Feet are soaked. What a mess.
Yeah. I was just packing up to leave.
Were you?
I just got wet enough and cold enough where I couldn't sleep.
This dude, I think I heard him splash as he was chasing down my bullhead. Because I think he chased it, then swirled and splashed, and then hit it, and just kind of played around with it for a little bit. But he's also a jerk, if you didn't notice. But he fought good eventually, and then here he is. We got him. So thanks for being your jerk self, Mr. Flathead. Yeah. See you, bud. Oh, don't tell me he just dropped it. I just tossed that one back in the water. This rod was cruising. Oh, it's all tangled up too. That was kind of exciting there for a second. I'm also standing in 3 feet of mud, but I already got soaked by that other one, by that flathead, so it's whatever. Wonder if a beaver swam into it or something like that, because it's literally just that little sunfish. Is mine a tangle?
Oh, horrible. Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, probably. Where at?
Yeah,
Oh. And he still ate it.
yeah.
He probably ate it off the top of the water.
That could be a possibility.
Because that's kind of how this one tangled, but not quite as bad. Yep. It's a good one. Oh yeah. Jeez. Oh. That sucks. What happened? I was just hanging on, hook probably pulled. That is exactly what happened. I should have went down to him. Definitely the best fish I've hooked in a while. Losing big fish is dumb. Yeah, if you ever go fishing and you hook a big fish, I recommend you land them. It's a lot more fun when you land the big fish and don't let them get away. But let's go talk about tips for how to keep your bait alive. Let's do that. Oh, and lively, because that's important too. River rats, it's hot. I like the heat, and I'm still standing here sweating, so that should tell you something. But I'm not going to complain, but I am going to emphasize how important taking care of your bait is when it's like this, or pretty much any time, because you know you had to go catch it, so you might as well keep it alive. But this pertains to whether you're talking about your little bait tank or your big bait tank. How's everybody doing in there? They look pretty happy. First trick though, you want to keep your water cool, but not too cool. And here in Iowa, if you're going to transport bait, you got to use treated tap water, which is fine by me because I would want to use treated tap water anyway, mainly because it's cleaner, and then you can keep it cool, but you don't want it super cool. Like 5, 10, 15 degrees cooler than whatever water you're putting it in is fine, depending on what bait you have. If we're talking creek chubs, they're sissies, so you want to keep it even closer. But for bullheads, green sunfish, stuff like that, 10, 15 degrees, it's about right. All right, the next important thing. Insulation is your friend. This is my bigger bait tank. It is a cooler. Coolers are insulated. You put cool water in them, you want to keep it cool. So an insulated cooler will do a much better job. Don't get me wrong, a 5-gallon bucket will get the job done, especially if you're talking sunfish or bullheads or hardy things like that. But even the sunfish and bullheads appreciate the water to stay as stable as possible. Then they're not only durable at that point, but they're gonna stay lively for an even longer amount of time. That's going to pull in more fish. It's going to get more fish's attention, and you're going to catch more fish, which, you know, that's kind of what it's all about. The third one, water additives. Everybody asks me why my water's blue. Well, there's no blue water in here, but the sides are stained blue. I'm going to show you. Better bait. There's a million different water additives you can use, but I'm a fan of Better Bait because it's more economical, and I use a lot of it. Other things like G-Juice, and I don't know, there's a lot of knockoffs on other things, or other brands of bait additives or live well additives. But what they all seem to do is, well, they remove chlorine, so you need something to remove chlorine if you're using tap water anyway. But I don't know what's in them, but it makes your bait super lively, super tough, and that's the name of the game and what we're talking about. It is linked in the video description as well. Number 4, don't overcrowd them. As a general rule, in my big bait tank, I do 1 5 to 7 inch bait per gallon of water, and they'll last for a long time, especially with good filtration. For my bait tanks that I'm taking with me, I'll push the limit a little bit more. I might put 2 5 to 7 inch bait fish per gallon, maybe even 3. And the thing with that is, you know, they're coming out of there pretty quick. They're not staying in there for a long duration of time. You show up to wherever you're fishing, and if you have 3 rods, 3 are coming out right off the bat. So that thins it out pretty quick. And then, you know, it's just a time thing. They don't have time to make the water that mucky, especially if they've been in your big tank for a while. And the final thing, there is no such thing as too much aeration. This is a cheap little aerator and it gets the job done, but if it's real hot, I might do 2. My little prototype bait tank that I run, which unfortunately is not on the market, but one thing I love about it is you can run 1, 2, or 3 aerator hoses off of it and run them 1, 2, or 3 at a time. And when it's hot like this, I'm running all 3. I don't know when it's going to be on the market, if it's going to be on the market, but I do know when it comes out. It's pretty sweet. But you keep those things in mind, and you're going to have livelier bait, more durable bait, tougher bait that struggles more on the hook, and you're going to catch more fish, and that's more fun. So hope you enjoyed that video. I think I just swallowed a gnat. If you did, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like it, hit the subscribe button. Check out my podcast, please. I got that linked in the description too. But regardless, I really appreciate you taking the time to watch. Hope you catch a giant. And that's a weed eater in the background.